Hello everyone, how are you all? So here in this video, we will discuss about how to investigate the TCP IP and OSI models in action. Firstly, see the topology. In the topology, we can see that a server is connected to the web client through a network of crossover cable. Here, see the objectives. In the objectives, the first part is examine the HTTP web traffic. Then in part 2, we have to display elements of TCP IP protocol suite. Okay. Then instructions. In instructions, the first part is examine the HTTP web traffic. There are some steps. The first step is switch from real time to simulation mode. Here this is real time and here it is the simulation mode. Click on the simulation mode and here we can see that an event list are visible events. Here HTTP is there. Okay. Toggle show all or none. Then we can see the event list of none. To view all the protocols here, again click on the same tab. So here we can see all the protocols. We need only HTTP protocol. So go to edit filters and then MISC, and then here we have to click show all none again to view the none. Here it is, select it. Okay. This is how we have to select the particular protocol. Now we have to generate the web of HTTP traffic. Currently the simulation panel is empty. Now we have to go to the web client and then to the desktop and then to the web browser. Enter www.osi.local. Click on go. Keep it like this and go to the simulation again. Click on capture or forward. Again open the again click on capture. Here the web client sends the HTTP to the web server, and when we click it again, here the web server sends the HTTP to the web client. Now when we see here, you have successfully accessed the home page for web server. Okay, close it also. Look at the web client web browser page. Did anything change? Open it again. Here we can see you have successfully accessed the home page for web server. A note is given. Then after step 3, in step 3 we have to explore the contents of the HTTP packet. For that we have to open the simulation. So here it is, the simulation. Then after, there are 5 tabs here. One is VIS and then time and last device, add device and type. Click on the first box. Then in here we can see the out layers because it is the first box of transmission. It has only out layers, no in layers. Here the HTTP client sends a HTTP request to the server, and in layer 4 we can see the source port and destination port. The destination port is 80 and the IP addresses of layer 3, IP header, source IP address and destination IP address. And in layer 2 we can see the MAC addresses. Okay, we can see in outbound PDU details clearly than in the OSI model. Here there is more description about the Ethernet 2 or the layers. Here in Ethernet 2 the source and destination MAC address can be clearly observed and IP addresses here. Okay, and here there are some questions. In these questions, what information is listed in the number directly below in layers and out layers boxes for the layer 7. Okay, go to the OSI model. Here the layer 7, the HTTP clients sends a HTTP request to the server, which it means the client is sending a HTTP request to the server. Okay, next question. What is the destination port value for layer 4 under the out layers call? So the destination port value is 80. And what is the destination IP value for layer 3 under the outliers column. Here the destination IP is 192.168.1.254, and what information is displayed at layer 2 under the outer layers columns. Here the information is about the Ethernet to header or MAC addresses, input and out, inbound and outbound addresses here. Okay. Next, click on the outbound video. Here there is more description, as I told before, about the IP addresses and the destination and source MAC addresses and the TCP. Okay, and about the ports here, source port and destination port. And in HTTP request, we can see that the host name is www.osi.local. We can clearly observe the host name. Okay, here there is a question about it also. What is the host listed under the HTTP section of the PDU details? What layer would this information to associated with? Here the host is listed. Host is www.osi.local. This layer indicates layer 1. Okay. Then after all these, we have to close the first one, and then we have to open the next one. Here the next one is in event list. We have all are the HTTP protocols only. The second one also about the transmission, and when we open here, there are no input and output layers, in and out layers. In out layers there is only one layer. Layer 1 is fast Ethernet 0, which device the device takes out the frame from the buffer and sends it, and the fast Ethernet sends out the frame. Okay, and the next one, here we can see the PD information at device web server. Okay, here we can see the information in layers and out layers also. We have to compare these two. Here the IP address of source is the IP address at destination, and the IP address at destination is the IP address at source at layer 3, and the layer 2, the source MAC address is the destination MAC address of layer 2, and here the destination MAC is source MAC here. Okay, next, click in inbound and outbound PDO details. Here we can see, and click the we can see the destination MAC and source MAC, and the destination IP and source IP, and the destination ports and source ports. Okay, close this also, and click the last color. This is the last color. Here there are no outliers because it was the reception last HTTP protocol which receives the HTTP request. Then part 2. In part 2, we have to display the elements of the TCP IP protocol suite. Firstly, we have to click show all or none. There are extra entries. Okay. Here we can see there are extra entries of DNS, ARP, TCP, HTTP. Okay. Next, address resolution protocol. This ARP protocol request MAC addresses for the destination host. This protocol is sends for the destination MAC addresses for which the real packet will send to that particular destination, and the DNS is responsible for converting a name to an IP address, and the TCP events are responsible for connecting or agreeing on communication parameters and disconnecting the communication sessions between the devices. Okay, these protocols have been mentioned previously and will be further discussed on the course as progress. Currently, there are 35 possible protocols in the packet tracer for available for the capturing, and click on the DNS event. So here, okay, here it is. Now we can see these are the OSI model or the information of out layers. When we click on the layer 7, there is a note. The DNS client sends a DNS query to the DNS server. Okay, and click on the output video details. Now what information is listed in the name field? We can see that here in the DNS query there is a name of www.osi.local. Next, click the last DNS. Here it is. Okay, when we clicked it, there is only inbound PDU details. At which device was the PDU captured at web client. Next, what is the value listed next to address in the DNS answer? Okay, then in DNS answer, we can see the next IP address is 192.168.1.254. Okay, next find the first HTTP. So the first HTTP is here. We can see the outer layers, only. When we clicked it and click the color square box of the TCP event, immediately we can see the outliers of destination port and source port. Every information is given here. Then click the TCP. So this is the TCP, and we can see the only the in layers, because it is the last one of which is receiving the TCP protocol. So when we see here, the TCP connection is successful and the device sets the connection state is established. Okay, this is the information displayed in 4 and 5. TCP manages the connecting and disconnecting of the communications channel along with other responsibilities. This practical event shows the communication channel that has been established. I have already shown the note which is given. Click the last TCP event. Here it is. Click it. Then we can see the source port and destination port at the layer 4. Examine the steps listed directly below in layers and layout layers. What is the purpose of this event based on the information provided in the last item in the list? So this is the last item which receives or the frame. We can see the complete details about it. In the layer 4, we can see the source port and destination port and the IP addresses and the MAC addresses, and the layer 1 which receives or sending the frame. Okay. So this is how we have to investigate the TCP and IP and OSI models in action. Thank you.